Hello everybody, the Fudge 3004 here. So today I thought that I would do a little bit of gameplay on Osiris New Dawn. So we're going to do single player. So I'm going to click on single player. And I already have some players that I've been playing, but I think today we're just going to go and start up with a new character. So if you have a character you don't want anymore, click on the red minus. If you want to create a new character, click on the green plus. This game is still in early access, just so everybody knows. So there are 4 different classes of characters. There's Scientist, Ranger, Marine, and Engineer. They all start off with the same amount of points, just different spread of points. So the Engineer starts off with 45 engineering points and 15 combat and science, respectively. The Marine starts off with 45 combat, 15 engineering and science, and the Scientist starts off with, of course, 45 science and 15 engineering and combat. My preference is the Ranger, because there's 25 of each, so there's basically 75 points all told that you can get at the beginning of the game to upgrade your character. So I'm going to go and play the Ranger, and I'm just going to go and choose the female character. These are the starting weapons that you have. You have your rifle and a machete, your pistol, chisel, your thing that detects the rocks and stuff, and your base if you have one, and a repair tool. So once you pick whatever character and class you want, pick whatever you guys choose. Don't let my decisions persuade yours. I am going to press confirm. And this is our character. So this is the kind of a space game like Space Engineers and some of the other ones. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave most of this stuff the same. Let's look at secondary and see. Let's turn that to black. I kind of like that. And detail, which would be things like that. Let's go ahead and see about... it's a little much. Let's make that kind of a teal colored. Okay, for the glow, I'm going to make that a white, which is the flashlight that they have on the side of their helmets. So I'm good with that. That looks just fine for me. You can, and there's lots of colors as you see. You can see right there. So every one of them you can change. So, you know, pick and choose whatever you want to do. Make it gosh awful bright or just blah or however you want. Make it all beige. It doesn't matter. It's not my game. It's your game. You guys play it the way you want. For me, I'm going to play it the way that I like. I think that looks kind of pretty cool. So, okay. I'm going to confirm. I'm not going to worry about making her any different than she already is. And so you have speed, health, strength, and stamina. And you have 10 stat points to put into there. So I'm going to go ahead and put speed up 2, strength up 2, stamina up 2, and probably health up 4, because that's very important. So press confirm. Now this is our skill tree, and so you can see there's a lot of stuff. So we have a lot of points. We have 25 of each. So we can open up all of this stuff eventually. Not everything right now, but we can open up 25 points worth of stuff. So let's go ahead and open up the chisel, which is 3. And then it'll turn blue in the middle of there. These are black in the middle, so that means that they have not been opened up. And let's go ahead and do the depository, the shovel, and the glass container. That leaves us with 1 engineering point. Over here, let's go and do the flare, the forge, and the battery. That's pretty good for me. We could probably do 1 more. Let's go ahead and do the chemical station, because we're going to be needing that pretty soon. I think the flare is for like lights and stuff. This is for forging of the materials that we'll be getting. Of course, you can make batteries, but you got to find the stuff to make the batteries. Again, another crafting, survival, early access game. This is to break the rocks, store your materials in, dig sand, which you don't really dig in here. It's not a, not a voxel world like Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, etc., but it is very similar. seem to have a bit of gas coming up. And your glass jar to collect water and other stuff in. And we'll get to that in a little bit once we start the game. Excuse me. Under combat, let's go ahead and do the stone axe. It's a decent weapon. It's not the best, but to get to any of these other ones, you have to unlock the first one, and you can see that they expand out. So we definitely want the furnace and the workbench. After this, we'll get this stuff later. And let's go ahead and get a shard blade. And I'm not worried about some of this other stuff. This will be good. The tactical knife is amazing. But to get there, we have to get a lot of other stuff. So let's just go ahead and get the crab scythe for right now. Okay, we are out of points for everything. We do have a little bit more science points, so I guess we could get either beacons or solar panels, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing either. Bandages, 3D printers, there's all kinds of stuff in here that we can get. Some of these do not connect, like this one does not connect to this one. You have to go down this way to get to it. So laser cells, you need a fabricator for that. So let's just go ahead and plan on getting, oh, I don't know, say the small solar panel, because we'll probably be needing that for our first base anyway. So unlock that. Press confirm. Okay, I always have problems making the names, but I am actually going to choose a name that's in the name of the game, and I'm going to choose Iris. That's going to be her name. So once you do that, press confirm. This is normal is what we're going to do. Easy, you can play it on easy just to learn the game. There will probably be not very many monsters or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. Extreme, yeah, it's going to be hard. I haven't tried it, but I am sure if normal is this hard, extreme is going to be way hard. Creative, do anything, anywhere, you know. Custom, you can make it exactly for you, but let's just go and do it on normal. So we're going to go and press create, and this is going to take a little bit of time loading, so we will catch up with you guys in just a minute.
Vitals dropping.
Okay, we are starting in a pod that we crashed on this planet on. So we need to pick up patch tape, which is right over here to the left. Pick that up, press 3, and we're going to left click.
System restored.
To fix our suit. Okay. Once we do that, then we need to find bandages, which is over here on the right. And we're going to press F. And then we're going to go to number 4. And we're going to, again, left click.
Vitals stabilized.
I see what that says. It says is LMB or RMB. RMB will look at it, but left click will actually do it. So now we are in here. And so you can see we have started on this world. There's always a sandstorm every time you start. We have crash landed on this planet that we're on. So we'll get to that here in just a second. Now we need to try to get out of this pod. F, the door is jammed. Equip your chisel and break down the door with left mouse button. So we're going to press 6, and then we're just going to whack on this door until we get it. So it should open up here in just a second. Okay. Door is now open, so we're going to press F, and now we escape the pod. Okay. A little backstory with this game. It has changed over the couple of years that I have been playing it, and so this is a creature or a item that was with you in the original game, and then it went away and they brought it back in. So as you can see, he will follow, stay, flank left or flank right, so we can have him do whatever. We're not going to worry about doing that right now. The green bar is his health, the blue bar is a battery, so we're going to have to kind of work a little quickly here. So first thing we're going to do is, you can see pod top section panel. So we're going to take our chisel and we are going to actually whack on this to get stuff. So let's just go ahead and whack this and get all the things that we can. It used to be it would drop stuff and you'd have to try to pick stuff out, but they have changed that so you don't have to do that anymore, which is actually a good thing. So I like that part of it. You can see things lit up as you look at them way over there. You can see them light up like that, so you know that there's something over there. And the bar that is going down means how much more you have left. So we have one more piece, and this one is done. So you have to get close to things to pick them up. You can't pick them up back here. You have to wait until it says, F to pick up. And these are water jars, and you will need a lot of these, so plan on making more of these when you can. Spacebar will use your jetpack to go up and down, so plan on using your jetpack quite a bit. So we're just going to see if we can actually get this stuff done. Now, if you just hit on an area that doesn't have anything, it will just do that and not show anything like the red line. It won't show anything like that. So just so you guys know, okay, so we need to make sure, and there will be numbers that will hit. So okay, try to stay on these beams, because if you get down inside, you're gonna have a heck of a time trying to get back out. I know from experience. So just so you guys are aware, some of these are going to be harder to hit than others, so just try to do your best at hitting them and you will get it. This game does take a little bit to get used to, but once you do, it's actually really fun. This is the rear section, and the only panels we can hit are these black ones here. So a couple of hits on each, and they always light up red. So something that they changed was the map. There wasn't a first map that they had in the game, and they took it out in favor of this new map. Of course, anybody who plays this wouldn't know that. So apparently, if you head out into the desert, you will go to the old map. But we're not going to go that way. We're going to stick on the new map. I think it's just good to stick on the new map. It's a good map. The old map is good. I just don't remember it, so I'd have to go back and look at it. Okay, so be sure you pick up everything out here, because once you quit the game, it'll automatically save your location and your character and all that stuff. So make sure you pick up all of this stuff that is out here, because it will disappear. And so any of, not so much this stuff, you can find this anywhere, but stuff like this you will not get again. It is a one-time deal when you start the game. So be sure to pick this stuff up. Don't like think you're, oh yeah, I'm gonna get more. No, you will not get more. You have to make more. There is a cargo container a little further in, and we're gonna try to find that, hopefully, if we can, if we landed in the right place. You will generally start in different places as you restart the game each time, or you choose a different class or character. You will see, I cannot pick it up from back here. I'm clicking the button, but I can't, so I have to be up here. Okay, so I will look at the items here in just a minute. Let's just go and pick things up. Obviously meat stew and stuff. So these are barrels to pick up gases so we can make stuff. You have your food, and we can get more. You have your space debris to make stuff. You have wires and bandages, duct tape, your ammo, your weapons, steel, rubber, oxygen tanks for out in space, water that you can drink to keep your hydration up here, and nutrition. These two are together. Nutrition is the light color, hydration's the blue color. Sorry about that. The nutrition is green, the hydration is the blue-ish color. Health of your suit, the health and the suit are these two colors. I don't know what this is exactly, the pressure, but I don't understand. It's to keep your suit patched up. Okay, so this is the outside temperature and the inside temperature, so you need to make sure to be in a good place. Crafting is here for just basic, real basic stuff, and the skill tree that you guys saw at the beginning. And you have other crafting stuff here, but you have to find stuff. We can make a debris hut out here, but let's go inland. So there's that. There is stuff we can make here, and there's a lot of stuff. We can open up more stuff as we do more and get more. And then there's stuff here, And then there's stuff here. So there's several different layers of stuff. So let's go get our little... Oh, almost missed a meat stew. Good thing is you can see things from a little ways away. Now, I don't know why that does that. I don't truly understand it, but it is what it is, and I don't know why it does that. Now, beware, your chisel will run out, so don't just like think I can whack on anything that you can for as long as you can, because it will break. So I don't know why it's showing that. I cannot seem to get to that, and I have no idea how to get to it. Okay. That being said, let's go ahead and have him follow us. So we are going to go to an area that has some survival stuff in it. So what I mean by that is a way to survive easier than just trying to live out in this deserty area. Excuse me. So we have missions, and so I believe... Oh, nope. Okay. We can go to here. We see missions, toggle camera perspective. So, we can press V, just like Space Engineers, to toggle the camera. We need to build a furnace, and we need to find Osiris 1. Okay. Let's press V. Now, this is our character from the outside, so you can kind of see what they look like. And this is us back inside. Okay. So that was one mission down. Now we only have 2 missions. So let's come up here. Now to run, press shift. To attack, press left mouse button. And right mouse button will like drop stuff and stuff like that. So gather up a rock for right now, because we're going to use that basically for our chisel until we can make a chisel. It shouldn't be too long, but we will see what happens. So the first thing that I will tell you about this game is you can look for trees like this one where my cursor is. You can kind of see it out that way next to the taller tree. Those are fine, but you really want these taller looking kind of Dr. Seuss-y type trees, if you will. These trees right here have little nodules on them, and these nodules contain sap. So you can use your water jars when you run out of water, when you drink them, and you can drink, empty out, equip, or drop, and you can drink water from them, and you can get sap from here and drink the sap. So you always have some sort of liquid. Be very aware of these guys. These are like land urchins, and they will hurt you. So I'll give you a demonstration. So do not walk into these guys. You won't see them sometimes until the last second. Believe me, I know. So I'm just going to go ahead and...
Suit breached.
So my
System restored.
suit was already breached, so I need to be careful. You also don't want to run out of tape. So you got to be really careful when you're running around doing stuff. So that tree is over there, but I kind of want a nice large area to set up a base, so I think this area looks pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and have him stay. I'm going to go to my multi-tool, which is this one, and he has ability trees, so he can do a lot of stuff. So apparently we can... Okay, his battery efficiency is now boosted. I didn't really mean to do that, but we did it. So then we can boost it even more, but we don't have the engineering points yet, but we can get it for him. He can also shoot, and he can mine. I don't really want to waste all the engineering points on just him. So let's just go ahead and exit out of this by pressing escape. Now this will repair him too, so we can just press F to repair him, but we don't need to because it says Osiris Personal Mission Assistant already at full health at the top of the screen. Now there's something at the top of the screen, that's the top of the helmet. So just so you guys know. And then your stamina is what, take this off. Your stamina is right here at the bottom of the screen where it says 99%. So when you run, that will go down. As you get full of ore, that will actually go down a lot faster. When your weight right here, we're carrying a lot of weight right now, 83 out of 88 kilograms at our capacity, so we're almost at capacity. We can carry more, we'll just move slower and not be able to run as much. This is the battery for our light, so we can press T and you can see the light right there. Just be aware the battery will run down and then we'll have to replace it. So we have 4 points that we can put towards speed, health, strength, and stamina. So let's just go ahead and put 1 towards each. That way we could run faster, run longer, and have more health and have more strength in here. So this has already gone up a little bit. Okay. We will get points as we do stuff into the proficiency. So combat, engineering, and science. And this device that I'm holding, the red stuff is all the really good stuff that we're going to find, like precious metal, which is gold and copper and stuff like that. And the blue ones are just like, I guess, the normal rocks. Like, you can see, looks like there's some like right over here and stuff. And so like this aluminum, and this thing will tell you, without it, you won't be able to see what anything is. And we can scroll too, so I just scrolled right there. And this will tell us like base metals. And so you can find like all kinds of stuff with this device. And you can also find your way back home. So if you want to find your way back to where you started at when you spawned in the game, press the left mouse button and it will show the personal assistant and then the start position. Now, when you quit the game, your start position will be where you started at. Okay, and the respawn position, that's where we originally started. So you can see the Osiris-1 is where we are going to be going to, and that is that way. See the arrow that turns around up at the top right? That's the way we need to go. It doesn't mean it's behind us. It means it's forward ahead of us. So that means it's behind us. So that arrow is going to indicate which direction we need to go. Okay. First things first. Let's set up a little bit of base. So let's go to here, this dome-looking thing, and let's set up a debris hut. Click on that. And when you move it around, it's going to make some funky sounds. So just so you guys know, and I'm going to go and set that up here. Now you can raise it up and stuff just by, you know, moving your mouse up and down. And this guy will kind of interfere with it a little bit. So let's left and right mouse button will turn it. So that's what those do. And I'm just going to put him maybe right here, kind of more on this flatter space, and press F. Now once you get to here, the longer you hold it, the more strength it will have. So let's just go ahead and hold it down all the way until it's all the way built. Okay. It is now built at 100%. So that means that is 100% strength. So when we come in here, this wasn't in here originally, but since they've redone the game, this will now have a save progress plus set respawn point. So when we start the next time, this will be our respawn point. We can set up a lot of these if we want to. I don't see a point right now, but maybe eventually. So let's just go ahead and press activate. Okay, this is a 5-minute cooldown. Okay, so we have our pistol on number 5, but we only have 12 shots. I know that's kind of hard to read, but right there, charges 12, charge pack 0. We don't have any more shots for this thing. And it appears to be raining right now. So you can see like the rain, you can kind of see the rain running down our windshield or our faceplate or whatever that thing is. So let's go ahead and unequip this, and we will equip this. This is our rifle. This is our gun. Yeah, I'm funny, huh? So this is the best weapon that there is in the game right now, and it has pretty good damage. So we are going to actually keep this guy on us. If you die, your body will lose this, and you'll have to go and find it, and you only have a limited amount of time to find it. So first things first, we probably need to get some engineering points, and you would think like picking up this kind of stuff would do it, but actually it's combat. If you look up at the top to the slight left, it will say 2-player experience combat. Now we're gonna get out our chisel, but actually let's make a rock. And let's just hold this down till that circle is completely filled, and we just made a bashing rock. That's this right here. So let's go to loadout, and let's take the bandages and unequip them, and then we'll equip the rock. Now, number 4, we don't want to waste our chisel, like I said. So gonna hit that and get that, and then we're gonna come over here, and we are going to start whacking this tree. You can whack this tree as much as you want, as many times as you want, for as long as you want. It will never disappear as far as I know. It has a forever thing. Now, this is giving us science, so this will definitely help. Plus, you see all of these on the ground? We were also picking them up. You can see we have 13 on us, plus whatever's here. Now, just be warned that if you do not pick this stuff up, you will lose it. So make sure you pick stuff up, because, I mean, yes, we can get this anytime, and I know you don't really have to pick up this stuff, but we can eat these too, and they're also good for crafting. So let's come over here, and let's get some more blue palms. Now, every now and then you will get a banana from these blue palms. Why ever there's a banana on a blue palm, I have no idea, but there is. So trying to hit these can sometimes be a little bit of a pain, as you saw. So sometimes you get it just right, and it's no big deal. Okay, remember those barrels that I had? That's what the barrels are for, is that the gaseous substance on the ground, and there should be one just over here somewhere close by. And right over there. So let's look at it and see. And you're going to want to put one on your bar. So let's go and take this guy off, and let's equip a barrel. So let's scroll up to it. And when we go over here, you see it says 0 out of 100 on the right side. We can actually fill this thing with nitrogen. I am not going to fill it up right now because we need to make sure of what we need to make other items. So I just wanted to show you guys that we will, and we will soon, just not right this minute. Let's collect some of these berries. There are 2 different berries, a purple and a red berry, and we need to think about getting back to our little base thing, because at night monsters come out to rip our face off. So try to remember where you set up your base at, so you
Suit
can...
breached.
Oh, I just stepped on one of those guys. I just stepped on one.
System restored.
Where did that little Pontweaver go? Told you guys, they're so hard to find. But I found it. I found her right off now, didn't I? Okay, that's what happens when you don't watch what you're doing. You end up getting your suit hurt, and you will run out of tape, so you need to make sure to keep your tape full. We still need to find that crate, but first things first, let's get back here. Now you can see our little buddy is getting low on battery. The heartbeat sound means that our stamina was getting low, around 80% and less. As we build our stamina up, it will get better. But yeah, we'll do that, and we'll get hot, and it'll turn into a disaster. So after 5 minutes, go and save it again. You don't have to after 5 minutes, but whenever you get back to your hut. I'm not saying every 5 minutes you have to go save it. He said to save it every 5 minutes. That's not what I said. Okay, so let's go to here, and let's go ahead and build a furnace. So we're going to click on it again, just like we did our other things, and let's, you know, buddy, you really need to be out of the way, please. I like you, you're a good Oompa, but, okay. F, build it and make a clicky sound. Okay. The furnace is now built, and that gives us all kinds of stuff. So, like these. So you can see we have quite a bit more engineering and science and a little bit of combat, but it also gives us these as our experience goes up. Now it can only go up until these are filled, and then we can't get any more experience. So just so you guys know, they may add more. I really don't know. So let's go to here and let's build a workbench. So let's go and put that right next to this guy. And bring him a little bit closer. F, and let's go and build him. Okay. Uh-oh. That sound, not always, but generally means that there are baddies in the area. Okay. Okay, these are asteroids or meteorites that will crash into the ground, and you really only have a few seconds, I don't know, maybe a minute to get over there to get this stuff. So there will always be stuff, aluminum and iron, and there will be different things in them. They are not always the same, so don't assume that they are, because they may or may not be. So let's try to fly up here, there we go, and see if we can see where any of those other ones landed. Thought I saw something. There are bad things in this game, and we will be meeting some in a future episode. Probably not today, but possibly. There are little critters running around that are really no big deal to take out, but there are also much bigger, badder creatures out there. So you don't have to go around and collect that stuff that falls from the sky. You don't have to, but you can if you see them. They will always contain ore of some sort or another. Just like these rocks here will always contain ore, and sometimes they're just aluminum or mainly iron or titanium or copper or whatever. Precious metal is going to be like copper, gold, titanium, diamonds, stuff like that. So try to have a landmark for where you kind of start your base. Here's another one. Cool. So now we got a little bit more stuff. So you can see we have a little bit of ore on us. It doesn't give us much, but it does give us a little bit. We got some iron and aluminum. So that's a good start. It's not the best start, but it is a decent start. To be quite honest, if you really want to get a lot of stuff, get out your rock or your chisel and just whack on these guys. And you can see we're getting a lot of engineering points every time we do this. As we make stuff, it will give us points. As we kill creatures, we will get points, etc., etc. This is a crafting survival game. It's almost a little, tiny little bit of role-playing. And you will always gain ore. They used to drop it on the ground. Sometimes drop pieces on the ground, but they don't do that much anymore with this. So we pick everything up, which is so much better. So we already at 100% capacity, 102, 103, 104, 105. You can see this stuff weighs a lot. So, yeah. We can still run. We're not going to, like, you know, just go really slow because we are full, but yeah, we're not going to be running as fast. So let's go ahead and get out our little guy again here, and let's go to ability tree and see. We now have 13 engineering points, And we can have him mine. But first things first, look at this. We need to get the battery efficiency level 2. Improves the energy consumption greatly. So let's just go ahead and I guess use a little bit of our engineering to help our little buddy out so he lasts a lot longer, because we really are going to need him to last longer for right now. So that's a barrel. I don't know why I'm holding a barrel, but I am. So our weapon and our rock. And right now what I am going to do is let's just go and build ourselves a couple of these space debris chests. So I'm going to take them down here a little bit, turn it a little bit like that. Okay. Okay. Put him like that. Maybe we'll just take him right back here. Alright, there we go. And we will put one right there. F. Build it with 100% health. And let's go and build a second one just to make sure we have enough room so we don't run out of stuff. Sometimes it's just easier to like point at the ground. I don't know why I'm doing that, but whatever. So you kind of put it a little bit where you want to. It's going to be off a little bit. There we go. That's better. Hold it. Okay. So now we have a couple of chests from the space debris. So let's just go ahead and put some ore in here. And we will work on getting ore smelted a little bit later. Probably not this episode, but in the next episode we will definitely be smelting some ore. So let's just go ahead and drop some of this extra stuff that we, like this guy, that we really don't want to be carrying around with us everywhere. We can get food. Food is not a big deal. So let's just go ahead and put this stuff in here. We will get more. We will get a lot more. You can move stuff and stack it up to whatever it says, 22 out of 50 or whatever. Everything has a limit. Some things are only 1. So we can just drink this from our inventory and eat this from our inventory. So I'm not too worried about that. Nutrition and hydration is still good. So we'll worry about that later. And let's go ahead and put all the food in here just so we don't lose it, because that's the last thing that we really want to do. As far as I know, these things cannot be taken out of your inventory. They will stay with you, and if you die, when you respawn, they will be on you, just not necessarily weapons and stuff like that. So be warned of that. Okay, guys, we'll probably be ending the episode here in just a few minutes, so I just wanted to give you a basic introduction to the game, kind of get some stuff set up, figure out how we're going to do stuff. Once you build something, you can't move it, so as far as I know, there is no way to move it, but we're going to be building more chests and more stuff. So no worries. Plus every one of these things, like the space debris, the rocks, those little sticky dudes that poked our suit, they will respawn. So we don't have to really worry about running out of stuff. This will respawn so we can get more of that. And let's just come over here, and now you see the rock does not have a blue line underneath it. It's almost dead. And it's dead. So now what we're going to do is go to crafting, make another bashing rock. And now that we have picked up these palms and berries, we can now make a makeshift bandage. And we can also make masking tape, which we'll find that stuff a little bit later. So let's equip our bashing rock. Look for the blue line underneath it. Equip it, and then press our corresponding number that it's on. It doesn't matter which number you put it on. And we'll just get some of this stuff. Okay, that's a little bugger that's trying to hurt us. And we'll take care of him in just a minute. He actually can hurt us pretty bad if we're not careful, so we're going to be taking care of little bugger face here in just a second, so... Oh, I apparently did hit him while I was mining that rock. How do you like that? Hit 2 of them. Sweetness. So when you hit things, you will get things from them. And those little dudes that are crossing our path, those are just little bugger aliens. They're really easy to kill. So apparently I hit them with my rock and killed them. Now you can see my rock is already part way down. The blue line's part way down. This is all the way up. This is part way down. So you want to make sure to watch that line underneath. These will last forever. So you don't need to worry about that. So let's... Why are you on top of things, buddy? Sometimes. Okay. So let's just go and put some more ore away, and then we will be doing more stuff. And so we'll definitely be getting more. We will be using our furnace. We will be going out with this guy, just not in this episode, and we'll be building more stuff and surviving for as long as we can, and hopefully we'll survive for a while. And so one quick note to make, like the pipe, the stone blade, we can make actually a stone blade because it takes 2 stones, and this is probably one of the best weapons in the game. So we will be making this. This is okay, but this is one of the best early weapons in the game, and it is amazing. So I'll show you guys that in the next episode. So be sure that you do pick up your stones, because you will be needing them. And you don't have to pick up like 100 stones or anything. Just make sure you do pick up a few. Keep up your supply, because they're always like the chisels. They're not as good as the chisels. They take longer, and harder stuff they will wear out a lot faster, like diamond and lithium, because that's some very, very dangerous areas, and we will get to that as soon as we can. So let me know what you guys think of this. I hope you guys like it. I enjoy Osiris. I have played probably 150 hours of it. I just really enjoy this game. I got it a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I guess. My friend got it for me for Christmas, so I just really love this game. We will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. A quick save, respawn, and we will talk to you guys next time. This has been Fudge 3004. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.